All of the guests may be seated. Good, glorious afternoon. Dear parents and family, dear friends, we have been invited here to share in a most important moment in the passage of the lives of Nick and Sarah. They stand in your presence today, prepared to join as husband and wife in this celebration of marriage. In the years of their friendship, they have grown in shared understanding and love for each other. Their mutual caring and dedication grounded in love, and that love brings us together today. Loving what they know of each other and trusting what they do not, they come to this moment with true fidelity and dedication, with intentions to help and comfort each other, holding and nurturing all the days of their lives in this love and commitment that they profess here among us today. We have a first poem called Love that Sarah and Nick have chosen.
I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. I love you not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part of me that you bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heaped up heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things you can't help but be seeing there. For drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else had looked quite far enough to find. I love you because you are helping me to make of the lumber of my life not a tavern, but a temple. Of the works of my everyday, not a reproach, but a song. I love you because you have done more than any creed could have done to make me good, and more than any fate could have done to make me happy. You have done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by being yourself.
And now together you will do your declaration have this man to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage. Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him for as long as you live? And Nick, will you have this woman to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her for as long as you shall live? And to those of you gathered here today, will you, witnessing these promises, do all in your power to uphold these two persons in their marriage?
We will.
And we have a second one from
I have for the first time found what I can truly love. I have found you. You are my sympathy, my better self, my good angel. I am bound to you with a strong attachment. I think you good, gifted, lovely. A fervent, a solemn passion is conceived in my heart. It leans to you, it draws you to my center and spring of life, wraps my existence about you, and kindling in pure, powerful flame, fuses you and me in one.
And we have another reading. Mike?
A reading from the book of 1 Corinthians. If I speak with human tongues, and angelic as well, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong, a clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy, and with full knowledge comprehend all mysteries, if I have faith great enough to move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give everything I have to feed the poor, and hand over my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous. It does not put on airs. It is not snobbish. Love is never rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not prone to anger. Neither does it brood over injuries. Love does not rejoice in what is wrong, but rejoices with the truth. There is no limit to love's forbearance, to its trust, its hope, its power to endure. Love never fails. Prophecies will cease. Tongues will be silent. Knowledge will pass away. There are in the end three things that will last: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love.
I have a few words to share. It is a joy to be present with the two of you, on this day or on any day. I want to begin by talking about Sarah's shower. Several months ago, half of you were present and half of you were not. But the who were not, I think you will understand what I'm going to talk about because you've all seen pictures of children. Guests at Sarah's shower were asked to look at Sarah and Nick's growing up pictures through an evolution. The precious pictures hung by tiny clothespins, quite fashionably. It was very sweet. was sweet to see their changing over the years and to hear this discussion of puzzled ladies wondering how old you were in each of those pictures. And as I looked across your history, I thought about how quickly time passes. Those days of folding little blankets around tiny bodies moves quickly, packing lunches and homework and practice times and then driving lessons. And as all parents know, driving lessons are the beginning of life passing really quickly. And then I reminisced for a moment about my own son and found myself smiling through mental images of a little boy who is now a man. And I wondered, how did Nick, that little Nick, get those football pads on the first time? And I wondered, how did he come to love running around the soccer field? And how did he get to like what is the game of hockey? And then I wondered, how long did it take to get little Sarah's hair into all of those curls? The curly curls, Jean. And how did she find her way to dance lessons and volleyball? And then I thought for a moment how all of those times, all that growing up in those pictures, formed Nick and formed Sarah as we see them today. And my mind was flooded with very warm feelings, because then I thought about how your growing up also formed and grew as we see you today, how all of that touched the lives of anyone whose lives touched yours. Life requires challenge and nurture for each other. And through challenges and nurturing, with deliberate and attentive guidance given and taken, the children in those pictures one day emerged with conviction, confidence, and hope. And those are all good things for Sarah and Nick. Because one day they would be prepared for this one when love came along. Love is exciting. Love is risky. And love is mysterious. And while those words might sound like a walk through the haunted house, exciting, risky, and mysterious are the primary presentations of love. They are words that can lead us to places, perhaps, places of no return to the true self. However, Sarah and Nick, you are here today because the risk did not frighten you. You have taken time to test your love and your commitment to each other before you come here to make these promises. And the mystery did not dispel you. You have taken care of each other, and you have seriously ventured toward today. One of your chosen poems relates this. I love you for putting your hand over my heaped up heart and passing over foolish and weak things that you can't but help dimly see there. Neither of you are the same as you were before love. Your dimly lit places have been slowly peeled open and shared. And it is through that patient, enduring, revealing, shared love changes anyone who ventures near. You have each come to know how the other feels stress. And together, you have a capacity to share feelings, respecting each other's interests, and enjoying each other's company and the presence of friends and family as you experience kinship and community. These are important ingredients to love. But especially for the two of you, the single company of being together is agreeably grounding to yourselves and to your relationship. Those pieces of your lives are exciting, not like a deceptive haunted house, but even in the living world that you step into here today, joining each other in a shared hope, not naive hope of self-deception, but the disciplined hope of resilience, the kind of hope that gives courage to love again and again and again. You were brought forward from being children whose pictures hung on a string at Sarah's shower to the present day through challenges and nurturing given. These are experiences that grow the need for a tenacious love, a cohesive love with value, love with vision, broadening your view so that the images you see in each other and in the world cease to be dim. Those pictures on the string may seem like memories, afar but precious. Distant is as close as you being here today with love in your hearts. When the love is well tended, it will become all of the excitement, all of the risks, and all of the mercy that you will ever need. Bless you both. Are you ready and prepared to share your vows? That's good. Shake together. Nick, you may begin.
Today, I give myself to you, Sarah, and ask for your tomorrows. I promise to love you, laugh with you, and share your dreams. I will give you my strength and ask for yours in return. I wish to be with you always and ask you to accept me as your husband, best friend, and love.
Sarah, do you take Nick to be your spouse and life partner, and promise above all else to live in truth with him, to communicate fully and fearlessly, to pledge your love, devotion, faith, and honor as both your lives are joined today?
I, Sarah, take Nick as my husband, to love, admire, and respect, to embrace our distinctions, to find comfort in our similarities, and implicitly our evolved personalities, to care for in sickness and in health, to console in times of sadness, and celebrate with in times of individuation. accept me as your wife, best friend, and love forever.
Nick, do you take Sarah to be your spouse and life partner, and promise above all else to live in truth with her, to communicate fully and fearlessly, to pledge your love, devotion, faith, and honor as both your lives are joined today?
To Sarah, admire, respect, to embrace her decision, to care for in sickness and health, soul and times of sadness, and celebrate that are felt to be true, that are loved to love, to cherish, forsaken all others, so long as you wish.
Jeff. The ring is an ancient symbol, so perfect and simple. It has no beginning and no end. It is round like the sun, like the moon, like the eye, like arms that embrace. It is a circle, for love that is given comes back again and again. Your rings are precious because you wear them in love. They symbolize your commitment in marriage. They remind you of who you are, where you've been, and where you are going. As you wear them through time, they will reflect not only who you are as individuals, but also who you are as a couple. With this ring, as a symbol of love,
With this ring, I as a symbol of love, and has neither beginning nor end.
life and love are the greatest gifts bestowed upon humanity. May you have grace to recognize when the other is hurt, acknowledge fault, and seek each other's forgiveness. May you need each other, but not in weakness. May you have wisdom and devotion in ordering your life, that you each may be a strength in need to each other, a counselor in perplexity, a comfort in sorrow, and a companion in joy. May your union grant patience, tolerance, understanding, as well as passion and excitement. may you continually discover your love in one another as the greatest gift of all. And now, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you in the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh wrinkles your nose, touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. know it touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just
dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Oh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like a lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? One day I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like
We're all ready now.
Whoops.
Now we're ready. It is my great pleasure of introducing officially for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Leising.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm your magical mystery ride, and I'm so busy, don't know what I did, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your imperfections. Give your all to me. Give my all to you. And in body, even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you. And you give me all of you. Oh. How many times do I have to tell you? You're right, you're beautiful. The world is down, up, around, through every mold. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, ringing in my head for you. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. And you give me all of you. Oh, give me all.
What? I'm great.
Yeah, so nice.
Oh, you're fine. I'm sorry. Is it delicious?
Everybody. Alright. So there's no microphones, I'm just going to try my best. So if you don't hear me, just, prompt me. Just want to start out by saying thank you so much to both families, Leising, Monteleones, for all the help in planning today and making today possible. Thank you all for being here today and celebrating Nick and Sarah. We know it's a weird time, but it means so much to us that we're all able to be here as they celebrate today. So a positive thing of a smaller wedding is the fact that everybody here today knows Nick and Sarah the best. The good stuff and the more embarrassing stuff, but I'll try my best to stick to the good stuff. So growing up, it became clear to me at a very early age that Nick was annoyingly great at everything. Super smart, good at sports. You name it, Nick could do it. Teachers on the first day, they'd read my name on the roster, would say, "Oh, that's Nick Leising's sister." And then 2 weeks later, would say, "Are you sure you're related?" I was definitely the child behind both my parents' gray hairs. But having Nick as an older brother was truly a blessing. I wanted to be just like my big brother. I wanted soccer cleats so I could be his goalie when he was practicing his shot. I wanted rollerblades so I could play hockey with him to guess it, be his goalie. I wanted my bedtime extended so I could watch more of the Sabres game with him. And even come potty training time, I wanted to pee standing up. That's what you did. Guilty. Nick, you are and have always been my role model. Watching you be a genuinely nice person to literally everybody and excelling in all that you do made me push myself harder, and I would not be where I am or have accomplished what I have today if it weren't for you. And I love you so much. I'm forever grateful for how close we are. And when you told me that you met a girl named Sarah, I knew from the way you talked about her that she would be special, and she was far beyond that. From the first time I met Sarah for dinner at Selena's, great choice by the way, I knew she was the one for Nick. Sarah's the most thoughtful, genuine, and sweet person I've ever met. She has such an infectious personality and a smile that will brighten any room. She has one hell of a laugh. It wasn't long until she met my mom and dad, and from day one they adored her. And once she dazzled them with her famous chocolate chip cookies, I became their second favorite daughter. My dad still says, thank God Sarah likes desserts as much as us. Whether it be getting buzzed off of my mom's margaritas for pool days, getting together for family dinners where it's now just implied that you make a dessert, or bowling outings where Chris just sucks and throws straight gutter balls. You make our family so much brighter and fun, and you really are the perfect fit. As years have gone on, we have gotten so close and we've created so many memories. One, in particular, was when he brought me to the annual Warsaw Wine Walk. For those of you who have unfortunately never gotten the pleasure, it's where you walk around Warsaw and you have wine tastings from every local business. Well, along the way, in about 5 wine tastings in too deep, I ran into Mr. and Mrs. Monteleone. And they got to meet their daughter's boyfriend's sister, Hammer. But since then, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you both and your whole family. And you have raised such an incredible person that I'm so grateful to know. A brother was great, but I've always wanted a sister, and
although it feels like it's already been for so long, officially today, you have a sis, and I love you so much. You deserve to be loved, cherished every single day, and as Nick is your husband, I know I'll never have to worry about that. Sarah and Nick, it's evident to all how much you guys love, respect, trust, and truly enjoy each other. And what you both have is so special, and I can't wait to witness all that's to come. Everyone here, including myself, will be with you both every step of the way. I love you both so much, and here's to a lifetime of happiness spent together as Mr. and Mrs. Leising. And if you could raise your glass, cheers to Sarah and Nick. We love you all. Thank you so much.
Alright. Well, if there's anything that I've learned in the last probably like 15, 20 minutes, if there is an open bar, always double fist. And always eat dessert first. As Nick and Sarah demonstrated. Really not going to double fist kids. So first of all, thank you to the parents, both Joe and Jean and Mr. and Mrs. Leising, for hosting this entire weekend. This has been amazing, celebrating Nick and Sarah, so thank you both parents for that. I think they deserve a round of applause. Sarah, you look beautiful. Nick, you look pretty good. You look great. You look great, as always. I took some notes. I'm gonna try to just kind of speak here. I don't get too emotional. My wife can attest to this. Really only for like chick flicks and weddings. So hopefully I can push through this whole thing. Also, I thought this was like 4 minutes long, but I did a quick run through with Loren before, and it was like 8, so I underestimated. So as an intro, I know mostly everyone here, not quite everyone, but I'm Jeff Kincaid. I've known Nick Leising for about 25 years. We went to preschool together. Mrs. McManus's class at, is it Countryside?
Yes.
Countryside preschool? That's a long time, 25 years. Molly, how old are you? 20? So I've known you basically as long as Molly has. That's a long time. So I don't really know a life or remember a life without Nick Leising as a part of it. So so happy to be here tonight. So happy to be here with everyone. I know it's been a crazy year with just, the elephant in the room, the whole COVID thing. But for you guys to just get through everything that you've gotten through over the last couple months, switching venues, changing plans, cutting the invite list, to get through that and be strong, you guys get through it. So, me and Nick. Growing up, like I said, since preschool we knew each other, but there was really a defining moment for me. And Nick, you might remember the story, you might not, but it was really impactful for me. When I was at a crossroads, and I decided I needed to be really good friends with this guy. So we're at recess, and I think it was 5th grade, and we're playing wall ball. I don't know if anyone here knows wall ball, but basically you line up 25 kids at a brick wall, and you're booting a kickball at it as hard as you can. And basically the theme of the game, if you get hit by the ball, you're out. If you miss the ball, you're out. So you gotta kick the ball at the wall as hard as you can. I kick it as hard as I can, and it goes over the wall, onto the roof of the school, game over, recess is right. You remember this. So I'm standing there like, sorry guys, and the entire group of 25 people that we're playing with start charging at me, with Nick leading the pack. Nick, he's not, I don't know, I haven't seen you sprint in a long time, but Nick used to be really, really fast. Wyatt, Brendan, you can attest. He was like really fast, by far the fastest kid in the grade. And so I'm running across the yard, I'm running across the basketball court, I'm running across the playground, and all of a sudden, Nick just slide tackles me, and I am out. Like, for you soccer fans out there, like, this was a hard red card. Like, so I was like, well, I better be friends with this kid, because I don't have any bad side. There was another time when we were young. Sports were like a big thing. Nick and I played soccer, basketball, baseball together. As we got older, we played golf because you're less injury prone doing that. But we were playing baseball. I don't know if you remember this one either, but I think I remember this today actually. I was pitching. Nick was on the other team. He was batting, and I was like, oh, it's Nick. Like I gotta strike him out. So I reel back and I throw it as hard as I possibly could. And I nail him right in the shoulder. I felt so bad. And I walked over and I like apologized to him and walked him up. Normally if I hit someone, I was like, ah, screw them. But it was Nick, so I like walked him down to first base, apologizing, like, I'm so sorry, I'll never do it. But anyway. So I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything here. You know, as we grew up, you know, good friends, high school, college, we eventually were roommates after college for a couple years. Nick, Brendan, and I were roommates. And Nick is always someone that I really have looked up to, someone that was always doing the right thing. He always treated people very well. Just an example of like where his mindset was at, just opposite of me and Brendan. We would always go out on the weekends. There was some fine establishments about a block from where we lived. And you know, after a few beers or 10, and we would be walking home. And Brendan and I would play this game where we would like dare each other to do crazy things. Like, Brendan, you won't kick over that bird bath, or Jeff, you won't kick over that garbage can sitting there, or Brendan, you won't throw a snowball at that house with the lights on. And Nick would always be there on our shoulder saying, guys, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. So Nick was always the like the angel on your shoulder. Just like guiding us in the right direction. So anyway, you know, one of those typical nights, we went out on New Year's. It was 2016, so like New Year's 2016 going into 2017. And Renee she brought a mutual friend to the party, and Sarah came to this New Year's party. We did not know Sarah at all. And at that point, just with like the friend group, it seemed like a lot of us had like significant others, but there was just this energy between single Nick and single Sarah. And I don't know, I can't describe it, but I was there and I felt it. For those of you who want to see, I have a picture on my phone when they were first talking, like that night. But I do have a phone. That's how I knew the date, 2016, 2017. Of Sarah, just like her eyes just glowing, looking at Nick. And from there, it's just been amazing ever since. Sarah, having you coming into Nick's life, into my life, into our friend's life, it's been absolutely amazing. Just seeing how you have made, Nick's a great, great guy as it is, but to make him an even better and more elevated person of himself, it has been amazing just seeing that over the years. You know, and Nick, just to see how you and Sarah work together, like you guys are absolutely perfect for each other. And it makes me so happy. Someone that's known Nick for so long, to see that Nick has met that perfect person for him, I couldn't be happier. Let me see, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I am one of 3 brothers, so I have an older brother and a younger brother, and Nick is like a 3rd brother to me. And for me, like, I want nothing more, nothing less than for my brother to find someone that is perfect for him, and Sarah, you are that for Nick. So I know you normally say this to a spouse or someone that you're like married to, but Nick and Sarah, I cannot wait to grow old with you guys. Because it has been a great run so far, and I just am so excited to see what the future holds. So to that, let's do a toast to Nick and Sarah for a long, happy, healthy life. Cheers. 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 Cheers.
That was perfect.
Thank you guys all for being here tonight. We love you all so much, and we're so thankful for each and every single one of you guys that are here, that you were able to share in our very, very special day.
Yeah, I mean, it means everything to us to have the closest people in our lives here with us on our biggest day of our lives. So, thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words. Jeff and Mama, great job.
Yeah, and thank you to our parents. Yeah, we love you.
Wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah, we love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And Sarah Carlson, who put everything, Clark, I'm sorry, but all the decorations.
Keith too.
Thank you guys so much. And my amazing photographer, Renee, Mom, thank you guys so much for everything today. And our drivers. Thank you for doing all the music. Everyone, for doing the for doing the ceremony.
Great job.
Seriously, the most important people in our lives right now. So you guys are here. I love you.
Thank you.
You're doing music too. So. All right. You guys.
Cheers to that.